So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. LaMarcus Joyner. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. To throw is Jackson on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he is out of bounds here. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time this one, they've got to take care of business first.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. After run, a 14-3 ball game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. First down, Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's James. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Read option, here's Montgomery. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Fielded at the 33. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. See David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but Some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. You know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Hey, report.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action now. Jackson. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Noah Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Chark, 38 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Always got. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota.
Got a man. It's London.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw again. Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And Shark hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now they try the right side here. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Mariota. James has got it. Complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Mariota. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And this will be a Bears first down as we'll get this up to about the 42. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to
back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota to throw it.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
To throw is Mariota.
Right back to Pitts again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. LaMarcus Joyner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. He finds his man complete. That's James. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Here's Mariota. A beautiful fake. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On third down, Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
So here is Mariota and the Falcons.
Down 28-20, a minute 55 remaining. To throw, Mariota. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Here's Mariota.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
Mariota.
This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Mariota.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mariota.
Familiar sight all game. Pitts has it once more.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. Touchdown!
David Montgomery.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Montgomery, another target and catch.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Mariota. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winning. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner.